What is SOVTE? What is semi-occluded vocal tract exercising? Semi-occluded vocal tract exercises are vocal exercises that you do with your vocal tract in a semi-occluded position. No, I just told him. Yeah, no, that's it. Yeah, no, it's not. Oh, but more detail? Yeah, you got it. Okay. In this video, I'm going to tell you everything you need to know about semi-occluded vocal tract exercises, starting with the fact that they are the most effective way to warm up your voice. They improve your vocal tone, they help to build your vocal strength, all while focusing on keeping things easy and relaxed. But I don't want you to have to take my word for it. This is probably the best researched topic in the vocal world. For example, there is the 2009 paper, and I am reading this, called Phonation Threshold Pressure Measurement with a Semi-Occluded Vocal Tract, and this was in the Journal of Speech, Language, and Hearing Research, and this was by Ingo Titze, who is the father of the science of vocology. And this paper demonstrated that SOVTEs reduce effort required to phonate. It showed improved ease of vocal fold vibration. In other words, SOVT exercises make singing easier. There's nothing better than that. As singers, that's all we want. We just want singing to be easier. The easier it is, the bigger our voices can be. So let's break it down. Semi-occluded vocal tract exercise. Semi means partially. Occluded means open or closed, depending on which perspective you're coming at it from. The vocal tract is the area of the body where sound resonates. So that's going to be inside the mouth, the back of the throat or the pharynx, and the nasal passage. And an exercise, well, I think you know what an exercise is. So an SOVTE is a vocal exercise in which you're making sound with the mouth or some area of the vocal tract partially closed. That's it. Humming, for example, is a type of SOVTE. I have closed my mouth and now I've got air moving through the slightly more narrow passageway of my nose. And that's where the SOVT magic happens. By narrowing the path of airflow, you're creating back pressure. And that back pressure helps your voice to work more efficiently and with less strain. But humming is actually the least effective type of SOVTE. In this video, I'm going to show you my 3 favorite SOVTEs: lip trilling, straw phonation, and straw phonation into water. I'm going to show you how to do these exercises. I'm going to tell you why they're so beneficial for the voice, and I'm going to give you the tools that you need to incorporate these exercises into your everyday practice. Start with straw phonation, which is probably the most famous type of semi-occluded vocal tract exercising. Straw phonation is a term that was coined by Ingo Titze, who is known as the godfather of straw phonation. For straw phonation, you're going to need a straw. You do not need to spend money on a fancy straw. You can use a plastic straw, you can use a glass straw, you can use a paper straw. I do have one of those fancy ones. I did splurge. This is a little rose gold number. Of course, you don't need to do that. There's lots of places on the internet that are going to tell you that this is the best straw to use for straw phonation and all the other straws should be destroyed. Lies. All lies. Just get a straw. Any straw will do. The diameter of the straw, how wide or how narrow your straw is going to make a difference to your exercise, but we'll get into that in a second. Now I'm going to demonstrate on this straw here. This straw is a plastic straw. It is very bendy and flexible, and you will find out why it's my favorite very, very shortly. But for now, I'm going to show you a few rules about straw phonation. First rule, you always want air to be moving through the straw. So place the straw in your mouth and blow through that straw. Place your hand on the opposite end of the straw so that you can feel the air touching your hand. If you don't feel any air, that means there's no air moving through the straw. Air must be moving through the straw for the exercise to work. Now, rule number 2, and I hope this is obvious, you want to sing. You want to actually make sound with your voice. So you're going to have 2 feedback features to look for during straw phonation. You are going to hear your voice, and you're going to feel air on your palm like this. You will not be able to articulate lyrics, and the sound quality of your voice during straw phonation is going to be somewhat muffled. It's meant to be this way. The easiest way to practice straw phonation is on a series of vocal slides. So that's just moving up and down your vocal range freely like this. Of course, you can use warm-up or exercise scales. You can even sing full songs this way. So I want to show you the difference between using different diameters. So the larger the diameter of your straw, the less resistance you're going to experience. And that's going to make it easier. So this very, very wide straw, this is going to be the easiest to practice straw phonation through. And then we've kind of got a moderate straw here. I happen to have a glass straw. And then I have this fancy one that's very, very, very narrow. So the narrower straws are the straws on which you're going to feel the most resistance. And when you have more resistance, you have more back pressure, and you're actually getting a little bit more out of straw phonation with a narrower straw with more resistance. So we've got easy, medium, and what I'd call advanced straw phonation once you get into these very, very small, narrow straws. But that's why I actually like this straw the most. Funnily enough, this is the cheapest straw. This one was quite expensive. I did treat myself to a rose gold singing straw. You don't have to do that. I don't remember how much this costs, but it's a glass straw that I own. This one I think cost me like 50 cents somewhere, and it is this amazing little plastic squishy straw. And the reason I like it the best is because yes, it is the widest diameter, but look at this. I can actually control the space that the air flows through. So I can have a very wide diameter, but I can narrow it with my fingertips. I can get the exact same amount of benefit from this that I can from this by simply squeezing my fingertips together. Easy as pie. And even if all you have is a metal or glass straw at home, you can actually just occlude that straw by placing your finger at the base. You can find what feels for yourself. You don't want to be forcing the sound through the straw. You don't want to feel like you're lifting weights or anything like that. It should be easy, but you get to experiment with that sensation of resistance and what feels good for you. Our next SOVTE is going to need another prop. You need a glass of water. I would recommend not filling it very high or else this gets a little bit messy. You're going to take your straw, place it in the water, and you're going to do exactly what you did before, but now you're going to blow bubbles while doing so. Just like before, you can just vocal slide, you can do vocal scales, or you can sing a full song this way. The diameter of the straw doesn't matter here, and according to the research, according to what I've read, this is the most effective type of SOVTE, and SOVTEs being the most efficient and effective type of vocal warm-up. There's really no downside. I mean, anybody can blow bubbles. It's so easy, it works so well, and it primes you for successful singing. It's so worth your time to go and grab a cup of water, so worth your time to go find a straw and warm up your voice this way. Plus, it's really good for staying hydrated. Now, the last kind of SOVTE that I want to talk about in this video is lip trilling, which is this sound here. Just like straw phonation, you can vocal slide, you can sing on scales, you can sing full songs to benefit from this particular kind of SOVTE. And I love lip trills because you don't need any props. You can do this anytime, anywhere, in the car, backstage, outside, in a plane, in a car, name it. You can do it anytime. As long as you got your lips and air in your lungs, you can lip trill. Now, some people do have a hard time creating the lip trill sound, and there's a few different reasons why you might experience some difficulty. You might experience difficulty creating the lip flap sound that needs to happen. Might come out as and you don't actually get the SOVTE benefit. Now, this could be because of lip tension. It could be because you are pushing too much airflow into the sound or not enough airflow. I've created a separate video that is linked below with detailed instructions on how to lip trill for those who are having trouble. So I'm not going to describe it in full detail here. If you're having trouble, go check out that other video. Now I want to finish this video with a full SOVT lip trill warm. Now, you can sing along with me. Obviously, this is going to be in my range. Linked below is that playlist of warm-up scales for the 5 main voice types: soprano, mezzo-soprano, alto, tenor, baritone, and bass. You can go ahead, find your voice type, and you can lip trill along to that. You can also phonate through the straw. You can phonate through the straw into water. You can SOVTE to your heart's content. But let's go ahead and do a lip trill warm-up together. Sing along with me. You can go up the octave, down the octave, anything you need to do to make yourself comfortable. Now the thing with this long scale is it's got a lot of notes. You do not have to hit every note perfectly. We are going to be doing a vocal slide. That means we're going to change some of the pitches a little bit. It is, however, a guided slide, so we are going to be working within a certain set of notes, just like this. Follow along. And up. Keep going. Back down. And that's it. That is SOVTE in a nutshell. As always, if you have questions, you can put them in the comments. You can head over to my website. You can check out some of my other videos. Happy trilling, happy singing, and don't forget to just fucking sing. Have a blast. I'll see you next time.